So, obtaining SIM cards in Namibia. First you have to go and buy the SIM card. Pay 7 Namibian dollars. Then you have to get your paper to say, hello, how are you? All your details and everything. Then you have to go back to where you bought the SIM card to load it. Yeah, quite a mission.
We arrived in Sesriem and stopped off at the Solstice Oasis campsite. We paid 175 Namibian dollars per person to stay here. We stayed in the group campsite. There are a couple of pitches on this site with shared toilets and showers. You can opt for the private camping option, where you have your own facilities, and this costs 250 Namibian dollars per person. The group camping was great for us. The facilities were really nice and clean. We cooked dinner and had an early night. We paid 350 Namibian dollars to enter into Sossusvlei. That was 150 Namibian dollars per person plus 50 Namibian dollars for our vehicle. The majority of the drive is on a tar road, but there is a soft sand section to cover to actually reach the Sossusvlei and Deadvlei. If you aren't confident at driving the 4x4 track, then you can park up your car and hop in a shuttle vehicle for the final stretch of the journey. So we've just got to the Sossusvlei Pans and we're just in the car park. We're going to make some breakfast before we go out and explore. It's got hot, isn't it?
Yeah.
We thought we'd get here a bit earlier and it wouldn't be quite as hot, but it's heating up. The Deadvlei Pan is approximately a 1 kilometre walk from the car park across soft and hot sand. Make sure you bring water and sunscreen with you guys. It gets super hot and there is no shade.
So guys, the trees that we're about to show you are the trees of the Deadvlei in Sossusvlei. Deadvlei being translated to the dead forest. Vlei is forest, I believe, in Afrikaans. So these trees, the story goes that these trees are over 1,000 years old. Some 900 years ago, the climate here just changed and they stopped getting any rain. And what happened was obviously the trees died, but because there's no moisture in the air, they weren't able to decompose, so the sun has basically just baked them here, and there's what's left of it, a forest around us that we're going to show you. So for obvious reasons they ask you not to touch the trees. They want to preserve this environment for people to see in generations to come. But if you look here, you can see the roots on some of these trees are totally dead as well. So they've just been baked underground, which is pretty cool. Normally you see roots that are still alive, but these things are totally dead.
The trees here are camel thorn trees. The pan formed when the Sesriem River flooded. The abundance of water allowed the camel trees to grow.
It's quite surreal to be somewhere that Harry and I have seen in pictures and videos so many times when we were looking into our trip and everything, and to be here now, it's obviously even better than it is in pictures and videos. It just doesn't quite do it justice. And to see these trees in person, it's really, really cool. Are you doing it too?
Yeah, come on. 1, 2.
You aren't going to do it?
No, I will.
Right.
1, 2, 3, go. Oh, it's deep. It's deep and it's hot. So much sand in my shoes.
Oh, and it's hot sand. I'm gonna have like all of this pour out my shoes.
So we've just made it back from Deadvlei, and the time is now 1 o'clock. So if you can manage it and you think you're tough enough, come at midday, because there's literally no one else here now, and you'll have the whole pan with the Deadvlei forest to yourself. We're very fortunate for the Alucab shadow awning on days like today, that's for sure. We've just made a quick wrap, and then we're going to pack up and head back across the sand dunes up to some of the big sort of Dune 45 and some of the big dunes.
After our day at Sossusvlei and Deadvlei, we headed back to Sesriem to meet up with some friends. You may remember, back at the start of our expedition, we were part of a photo shoot in Cape Town with the Dometic and frontrunner team. Craig and Caitlin were running the shoot and have since become friends of ours. They kindly invited us to join them and some mates for a couple of days of camping.
Here we go!
Interesting. I suppose we fucked it. Humans, bro. Johnny, have you got the breakfast beer?
Cool when you can see like the floods coming through when you're up here.
Yo.
How are you feeling? That hike set me back a bit.
Yeah, this is sick!
Yeah, this is
Definitely inside though. I might try that.
Back straight party.
Look
Look at the arm pump going on.
I have a feeling this is not going to go as well as theirs did.
Catcher! I think everyone's got to do it.
Come on!
Nice, Chloe.
I think.
Oh, nice. People probably feed him.
to keep him close.
But that's basically how we made dogs. Like.
Yeah.
When you got left with me? No, not all the way. I was like in the middle of you.
Driven into the dunes after hiking up Dune 45 this morning for a sunrise, but there was not much of a sunrise. It's a bit cloudy and actually a little bit of rain, but we've just stopped to make a breakfast. It's a pretty cool lineup of vehicles. There's 4 Defenders, a Ranger and a Toyota. Just a bit awkward.
Let us know if we can help you. Yeah, all good.
Oh, you are drinking beer?
I did say it earlier.
This needs to be in slow motion, this part.
Okay.
So a nice breakfast stop, and now we're sort of heading out into the dunes to see if we can find some nice dune driving.
Looked up and was like, I can't do that.
You won't believe the view from up there. It's like so red, and then because of the shadows it's just black the other side the whole way through.
Oh, yeah.
You're doing great, sweetie.
I think we want to. So we just gotta give them.
That small thing drops completely. So we're just finishing up at Sossusvlei. We've been here since what, 6:30, 7 o'clock this morning, and we've just been making our way around the dunes. We hiked up Dune 45 for sunrise. It was a bit overcast, so we didn't get a full sunrise, but we then came down to near Deadvlei. We had lunch and just chilled out, and this afternoon we've just headed to the Deadvlei, and
just enjoyed the sunset there. We're now airing up and then we're going to hit the tar again and head back to the campsite.
What are you putting in? 30. 30.
Before leaving Sesriem, we visited the Sossusvlei Canyon. It's located not far from the entrance gate of the Sossusvlei. The Surreal River has shaped the canyon over millions of years, and it is one of the very few places in the area that holds water all year round.
Oh, that's
All those stuff.
the whole movie is so good.
Me too. Tell me that. Jesus Cristo. Dead. Yeah.
And insects, I mean, this thing as well, it's more cleaner.
Just driving back from the Sesriem Canyon now, and we've switched cars again. So earlier we were driving Craig and Caitlin's car and they were driving ours, and now we're in Jack and Lee's car, just to feel how different it is and stuff. Do you find it pretty different?
Standard Landies. This one's obviously got all Land Rover suspension and bushes, so it feels a bit softer than Craig's one. But yeah, no, it's nice.
Harry, how's that big truck wheel in front of you?
We were so sad to say goodbye to all of these wonderful people. We had the best time. Thank you so much to Craig, Caitlin, Bernadette and Dimitri, Jack and Lee, Ange and Johnny, and of course Andy and MH. Time for us to hit the road and continue our journey.